You shoot big loads?
What, bro?
Do you shoot ropes? Like, what do you got?
What, dude?
Is it small quantity? You're not like a dribbler, are you?
I mean, dude, I ain't no fucking Pete Maravich, you know what I'm saying?
I shoot
bro?
fucking loads.
Whoa, really?
I'll show you. I'll show you.
No.
Yeah. Let's line up. If we stood at the fucking end of this table, and I'm backed up even a couple days, I'm getting distance on this table.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
I mean,
and also, like, you know how you have like pumps, right? Like an orgasm is like, it's like your dick goes like,
Yeah.
right? How many do you go through, you think? Like, count them out in your head.
6, 7, 8 maybe?
Yeah.
The last 2 are weak though. You got to be in my body to feel them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm like on a bad day, 12, 13. On a really strong day, I'm up to like 16. Yeah.
Oh my God, man.
I went to a doctor about it.
That's crazy.
You know what he told me?
What?
You're lucky.
Yeah.
You're a lucky guy. Just shut up.
Yeah. Don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
I bust nuts, dog.
That's crazy. I mean, I bust them too. I bust probably, pretty good nuts, but I don't think I'm going to win anything.
I wanted to get you some up, dog.
Some what, buddy?
Some up, dog.
What's up, dog?
Not much. What's up with you, dog?
That's like a 4th grade joke. Fourth grade at least. Maybe 5th. I don't know. I'm not sure which one.
I know.
The only reason for me to get a nicer car as I go on, if I do start getting like really, really fancy cars, is because when I die in them, you want to die in a cool car.
Yes.
You don't want to die in a sad car.
That car outside?
Yeah, you die in that?
Dude, that you're on
so
the news.
Sick. So sick.
Like,
McLaren's main page website. Tom died in this.
My kids will be like, have you seen this photo of my dad? It's pretty crazy.
By the way, and some news sources don't have a photo of you, so they superimpose the basketball photo of you inside the vehicle like that.
But by the way, that meme's already done.
I know.
It's already done.
It's insane.
No, dude, this is actually sad, but earlier, it was last year, some kid in a McLaren fucking drove into, and it was on Burt Street. It was on his street.
Was it Bert's fault?
Could have been.
He takes his shirt off. He's like, right.
And the guy looks. He's like, like right into a fucking light post.
Bert's the first on the news.
Dude,
he's like, dude, it was fucking sick.
He didn't really know me, but I was like, hey, man.
He knows me now, dude.
Oh, yeah. He knew you for that second, for sure.
So a kid clipped a McLaren on his road.
Yeah, or like at the intersection down. Ugh. I think it was in a 570 or a 610.
Either way, too fast.
I've seen a number of wild like accidents after.
Yeah.
But I've seen 2 things happen before. Like
live?
Oh
shit.
One was that these cars were racing, like just coming up 95 from West Palm Beach heading north. And I'm like, oh man, these guys are flying, and it's night, so there's like not a lot of cars on the road,
right?
And they're when they passed us, it had to be doing over 100,
right?
And I was like, holy shit! And then, the road kind of turns, then you're going straight, and I saw lights like go up in the air, and then go away, and then come back, and I was like, oh, somebody hit a vehicle and sent it up in the air, and it did a flip.
Holy shit!
And then we pull up, and it's sitting on its roof.
Holy shit!
And we pull over and run out there, and it's on 95. I mean, it's a crazy highway to be running out to.
Yeah.
And we just look in, and there's people like laying around. I was like, you guys are all gonna die, man.
It's fucking. I was gonna say it's fucking Steve-O, and he's like, yeah, dude.
Have a sister's boyfriend punk you out, or like try to hurt you? I did.
No.
I had one time where, I was always kind of a smartass, I guess. So I'm like, oh yeah, how's the season going? You guys doing all right? And he was, he's
thinking, an athlete.
He's an athlete. He's thinking that I guess like I'm either mocking him or talking to him like an older man would.
Yeah.
And he was like, he just kind of
You were
looked at me
cleaning the gun the whole time.
and yeah, and then nobody else was.
Sorry, that's from me plopping on the couch. The couch is against the wall. It's usually.
But everyone is out of the room. Like so it was just me and him for a second, and then he just looked at me and just real quick just punched me in the stomach.
What a beast.
Yeah. I fucking cried. Yeah. I cried. I was like, ugh. And I just
So were you nicely being like, "How's your season going?" Or were you?
Yeah, he was just taking it. I get it in a sense that he was like, why is this kid that's like a couple years younger than me being like, because I was like, and I kind of like, I sat like on the arm of the couch. I was like, how's it going, man? Yeah. Like, and I think he was like,
how you doing, champ?
I think he was like, he was thinking I was setting it up. I don't think I'd said something particularly, but he thought I was like, everything going on right there in class, and then he just went like bat like that, and I was like, like that. I cried, dude. I went in the other room and cried, like, so he couldn't see me cry, but I totally cried.
Okay, I can tell you just off my list of people that like Adriana Chechik is going to be on there.
Yeah, you know she's reached out, right?
What?
She's reached out
to us.
Mm-hmm.
For what?
Nadav.
Yeah.
Can you pull up that clip?
Sure. What clip?
You don't know about this? Oh yeah, you've been abroad. Oh, okay.
Wait, tell me about Adriana Chechik.
Yeah, and she also said that you have not responded.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay, because I was she made a pretty cool offer to us.
Wait, hold on. No, this is a bit.
It's not a bit.
Pull it up, Nadav.
Okay.
Did you see you appeared on YMH podcast? Doomers! Yes! Between him and Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer, I'm just wondering if they want to get a DP going or if they want to, hit me up for any double action. If both of those two men want to put their podcast where their dick is, then find me and they know where I am. Because I've tried to reach out to Bert a few times and nothing ever followed through.
Hey, bitch, step the fuck up. We're supposed to be DPing this chick, man.
Dude, if we do it for the podcast,
we can get away with it. For a live show, we'll sell a lot of tickets.
How about this? You ready for this?
Okay.
I'm
gonna call our wives.
Here's our pitch.
Go ahead.
We put strap-ons on and have sex with her with strap-ons on, so we don't really have sex with her.
See, Leanne will sign off on it.
Okay. Me and you both put on strap-ons,
right?
And we have sex with her together.
And then at the end, she leaves and we jerk off on each other.
I was gonna jerk off during, but yeah,
okay.
Yeah. I was gonna put my strap on backwards and just jerk off like a tail. Let's see if Leanne will let. Wait, when did that? Wait, does she have a podcast?
I think that's on one of those like live stream things.
Yeah, she streams on Twitch.
Put your podcast where your dick is, Bert.
I put my podcast. I have 3 podcasts. I'll put 3 dicks where my you know what I mean.
Hey, Nadav, get the other thing ready.
What's the other thing?
Kale hooked us up.
Hey, babe.
Hey, are you busy?
No.
Okay. Soft pitch. Just want to hear you out. You're on the podcast.
Okay.
Tom and I have an offer to DP, double temp penetrate, a porn star. Now, we're not, hold on. We're not going to do it with our real dicks, but we'd like to do it with strap-ons, wearing underwear, strap-ons, wearing underwear, have sex with a porn star for a live show. Would you let us do that?
No.
Wait, hold on. Hear me out. There's a lot of money involved.
I don't give a shit. No.
Okay. Would you wear a strap-on?
No.
Can we be in the room while people pretend to be us?
I think that's gross.
Okay. I love you.
That's not a no.
Love you too.
Gosh, she's such a bummer, man.
No shit. See what Push says.
Okay. Let's see what she says.
How awesome. I know what I'll be thinking of when I go under tomorrow. Me and you high-fiving.
Yeah. pretty cool.
Spit style.
She doesn't answer. It's a yes. Well, we're doing it.
Yeah, okay.
I saw a lady last night with the craziest tits.
Really, good or bad or risque?
Wait, it was just, you know, when they were such outrageous tits. Like, she was hot and they were enormous, and she was wearing the the like top that goes here, but the top was just above the nipples. So I mean, just a covering, like you could almost see the beginning of a nipple, and they were like here, and then she has this little body, and part of you just wants to go like, hey, just why don't you just take a moment in the room and just go, hey, everybody, get used to them. Yeah. Like, why are we going to pretend like we're gazing past you?
Yeah.
Like, I kept having to pretend. I was like, what's that noise over there? I wasn't looking at a noise. I'm looking at your crazy tits. Your tits are insane.
Yeah, is that an owl?
Yeah, and then guys are like talking to me about other things. I go, we're going to talk about her tits first. Like, what are you doing? And they're like, oh yeah. I'm like, what do you think we're going to like gloss over this? Like, her tits are out. She has huge tits that are out in the room.
Yeah, it is weird not to just bring it up. It's like when someone's in a wheelchair and they try to pretend they're not in a wheelchair. Oh
my God, please.
What's the most racist thing that's happened to you in Iowa?
A guy after a show bought me a beer and told me I'm funny for a
Wow. Guys, I don't even know what that means.
It's still a compliment.
Yeah.
It is. It's like, you know what I mean? It's not a cool way to say it, but it's still positive. Like, there's people thinking that here, you know, so I'm just saying, like, you know.
Now, okay, here's what I'm struggling with. So I've been sushi shamed. We both have many times.
So many times.
By both chefs and servers where they're like, that's too much food. And I'm being polite by not doing their accent. So they'll say like, that's enough.
Just do the accent.
Yeah,
too much. Yeah. It just feels more organic that way.
Yeah. So it's too much food. So
oh my God.
They've actually been like, don't order this amount. And I'm like, all right. And then like, you know, start like, are you still hungry? Yeah.
Okay, I'll play you. I'll play you. Play the guy.
Okay.
Because I don't know what you're saying.
Okay.
Excuse me, Ching Chong. Hey.
Ching Chong. Nobody says that. Nobody.
Right.
Ching Chong.
There we go.
Ching Chong.
Yeah. Hey, Ching.
Ching chong, ching chong.
Should I get this number 3, the boat? You know what I mean? The boat with all the sushi on it?
How many friends come with you?
What did you even say?
He knows what I said.
Oh my God, that was the most racist thing I've ever heard. Oh my God, that was so racist. That was the most racist Asian accent I've ever heard in my life.
What are you talking about?
We gotta get out of here.
That was dead
Oh
on.
my God, that was fucking crazy
That was dead
good.
on.
Do it
So
again.
racist.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Say
How
it.
many friends come with you?
Hi everyone, just wanted to get on here to tell y'all that I think I'm leaving TikTok.
No.
I've enjoyed all the friendships. And
Thanks for turning the volume up. Background.
Some dramas going on.
No, don't leave.
Really.
I didn't even know you were allowed to be on. I don't even have one. I didn't know you were allowed to be on it if you were over 19. Like, I had no idea that there were 60-year-olds leaving TikTok.
Oh, there are.
Like, emotionally
making an announcement.
You're like emotionally going, I have made a lot of friendships here. It's like, that's illegal. That's against the law. What do you mean you've made a lot of friendships here?
Right.
What are you talking about? I mean,
We had been day drinking in Florida, visiting
Yeah.
my family, and we saw these little kids, like 5th graders, by the pool in this place, and we walked in on them, and they were choreographed. We're like, what are you doing? And we've been drinking.
Right.
And they're like, oh, and they're in their school uniforms. They're like, we're making a TikTok. And we both were like, we're on TikTok. And they were like, oh, okay. These are like 10, 11-year-old
they think
girls.
they're going to get kidnapped.
And then they're like, what's your handle? And I was like, I've spelled it out for them. And then as we walked out, I realized that the last one I had posted was me pulling my nipples and going like that. But I was like, oh, we got to go. We got to
get out of here. You know?
Don't forget I'm going to Vegas and you told me to tell you when.
Oh, yeah. Just pick a weekend. I'll send you to Vegas too.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I love you. I'm so excited with this surprise. I can't get over it.
I love you too. I miss you. Okay.
I miss you.
Okay. Bye, Mom.
Well, hopefully this will be our last year and we don't have to do this anymore. So wait, does Ching Chong really not mean anything?
I think Ching Chong means hello, maybe.
Can we just address something about it though?
Go ahead.
It's a fun thing to say.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that it has negative, racial connotation because it really feels.
It flows off the tongue.
It flows off the tongue.
Tell me you guys have seen, there is a very offensive meme, okay? It's a mentally handicapped Asian guy, and he's a maestro of an orchestra.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And it says, and a 1, and a 3, and a ching chong potato.
Yeah.
And it's easily the funniest meme I've ever seen in my entire life.
Right.
Is it offensive? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just very funny. Very funny.
But also, it would be nice if it was acceptable to use for you know what I mean? Like, let's say you were like, hey, my mom made this dish. And I was like, what is it? And then you could be like, it's just some ching chong shit, And
He fucking did a lot of creepy things down there, man. Rest in peace, He was good to me.
Eulogy ever. He did a lot of creepy things. It wasn't good. Rest in peace.
Yeah, he was a creepy
He
fuck.
was living with his brother.
If you
Poor guy.
You said that at the memorial service, I would die. He did a lot of creepy things. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. He's a real piece of shit.
Rest in peace. I never could tell if his hair was his. Rest in peace.
Doc, don't you ever go to a funeral and the guy's talking, like they give a memorial, in the back of your ear, you're like, this is such a bullshit. Last time I saw this guy was doing blow off a stripper's ankle. And this kid, he's a loving father, sure. You should have seen him that night. How much he loved this kid when he had his tongue up that fucking Yam's fucking asshole with coke on it.
I was at a bar in LA and it was dark. It was like a cool vibe. And this girl approached me. Again, I'm like 22 or 23 years old. Approached me and was very forward and like flirty and asked for my number. Right.
Mhm.
Which I was like, wow, that's pretty like bold. And, it was cool the way she did it. So I was like, yeah, I gave her my number. She called me the next day and was like, just, talking about what do you want to do? You want to do something this Friday? And I was like, sure. So I go to pick her up and I was like, damn, it was dark in that bar. It's not, this is wild. So I was immediately like, the fuck do I do? So she was like, let's go to this party. Let's go to this bar. Let's go, and I'm like, I'm trying to do the exit strategy.
Right.
I'm trying not to be like, I'm not going to leave her on the 405. I want to, but I'm not going to. So I just kind of like, I drive and I just kind of shut down. Like, you don't want to keep, even if you find the person cool, if you're like, this is not going to go anywhere, you don't want to like keep engaging, like
Right.
making her laugh or like, I'm having like pretend.
You don't want to let her think
You're
that
having a good time.
Interested.
Exactly. So the only thing I did was just kind of like shut down. Like I just turned into an Uber driver. I was like, you want me to turn it up?
That's a red flag.
Yeah. Okay. So
Blast the music so she can't speak.
yeah, I was like, the voice is the best part about you, and it's not great. So
Dang.
when I find, I did the spots. It was somebody had a party, and then I take her back to her place, and I was like, well, at least I got here. The whole thing was like, just get back to dropping her off.
Yeah.
And then she was like, do you want to come up? I was like, nope. And then hard no. And then she leaned in to kiss, and I gave her my cheek.
Oh.
But that's not misleading. That's a very clear message. And then
No, that's a direct, I'm not interested.
yeah, exactly. Which I wanted her to know.
Right.
So I did that, and then I was like, you don't owe me for gas. Just get the out. So
if your parent doesn't know that you're smoking meth and you're out in the streets and you're doing stuff, that's on them, man. They should have had an eye on you. So
Yeah.
it's not your responsibility.
whose
You're a
dick
kid.
would you suck? Like, how did you?
Oh my God! You can't let it
Are
go.
we gonna go into the
no,
dick
I want to know.
sucks?
I want to. First of all, are you?
Let Bobby off the hook with the dick sucks already.
Were you naturally good at it? Because I feel like.
Oh my God!
I feel like.
Yeah.
As a guy, you're like, I know what I like, so you have like certain skills, right?
That's silly.
I just want to say this to you, and I'm not going to go into detail about it.
Okay.
But when you're young, you don't know what you like.
Yeah.
So I think it was pretty much amateur hour.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I would probably like, I wouldn't go down to the sack or the taint.
Yeah.
Right. And go, you like that? Right. I think it was more like, you know, licking the tip and going, you know, does that suffice?
Right.
What?
It's just funny to picture you be
Does that feel good?
Yeah. Like if I was, but if,
Look how happy my husband is. He's never this joyful.
Yeah. If I was
never
a gay man, and you were gay, and you and I were having sexualities with each other, you and I would probably be like, we probably know what we liked, you know,
Of course,
and we would do extra things,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
to please ourselves.
Sure.
I would like to please you.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I like that.
But yeah, he was a kid, babe. Kids don't know how to give blowjobs.
Yeah,
in
they
case
don't
you're
know.
wondering,
Yeah.
I mean, is that enough of an answer for you?
And were you blowing adults or
No.
Oh
Oh my God, you can't let it go, can you?
I mean, it's just
You
like
can't let it go, can you?
Who is it?
And this is your fault, sweetie.
Do you like that?
Yeah. It's your fault.
Oh my goodness.
So check this out. This guy smoked meth with his brother. Something cool happened.
What?
My brother didn't believe me. But when he smoked with me, he put out his dick. I couldn't believe how big his dick was. He jacked off in 4 strokes and shot the most cum he'd ever shot in his life. He's only 49, and he's fine. He has no neuropathy problems at all.
Yeah.
But his dick gets even harder and thicker and even more cum. He believes me now.
But it's a pretty good ad for meth, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He picks me up and he goes, Terminal 6 today, sir? And I go, yeah, it's a nice guy. He's wearing a suit, big, SUV, like a Suburban. And I start emailing and then make a phone call. And when I finally hang up and I look up, I realize we're pretty close to the airport. So I go, oh, we're making pretty good time. He goes, because I fucking drive, man. And I was like, what?
Shut up.
He goes, oh, you see this hands on 10 and 2 kind of shit. I don't fuck around. I fucking drive, man.
Okay.
And I go, yeah. And he's like, you see a lot of stupid shit out there. I mean, all the professionalism just, come on.
Yeah.
He goes, you see a lot of stupid shit. A lot of times you wonder, why is this stupid shit happening? And you pull up, it's because there's a stupid motherfucker in the car. And I was like, yeah.
True.
That is true. You can just drop me out here if you want. 'Cause
I'll walk,
I feel
man.
like he's
I'll walk. It's 20 minutes.
ramping up.
Yeah.
And then, so I text both you guys about that guy. 2 weeks go by. I walk out with my bag, go to the airport. This time I see a sedan, a nice car. And I hand my bag and I'm like, this is the guy, I think, I don't say anything. He's like, how you doing? Put the bag in the car, in the trunk. And I get in the back and he closes the door. I go, this is a nice ride. And he turns, he goes, I call this the pussy car.
Are you kidding me?
I swear to God.
The driver. Professional.
Immediately.
The pussy car.
The pussy car.
Can I sit up front?